Oh, there isn't one in there?
Oh, it's just torn up threads?
That's what a bad thread looks like. It looks like there's helicoil in there. There isn't. My gasket scraper.
Where'd it go? Ah, here we go.
Hoping you want to reuse those. I forgot to do this. If I don't do this for them, they'll bring out one of those stupid buffing tabs and tear up everything. And then leave all of that grit inside the new motor. And blame it on me. So how's that thread look?
Oh, that's cherry.
Looks like new.
I know. I mean, I wouldn't even fix it.
Put a bigger bolt in there? Longer
I
bolt?
just put a longer bolt in there. Or a bigger bolt, tap it out to the next size. That's what
You go up two sides, you put Evo parts in it.
yeah.
That's what I do. You get two things. You get a bolt that don't strip out nearly as easy. And you get like 5 times the breathing area. I kind of like that part.
Yeah, that's a good fun.
Yeah, they don't understand that though.
No, because it's thinking outside the box. Can't think outside the box.
The trash can right behind you. All right. All right. I'll keep that.
Yeah?
Yeah. If he doesn't want it, I'll keep it for mock-up. This has more carbon on it.
That's because they drive it easy.
Push harder to get the carbon off when they're that thick. So I'm lowering his compression ratio, he's not going to like that.
Lower, wouldn't you be raising it? Almost as if you were decking it, right?
Yeah.
Making the combustion chamber.
So the aluminum bows up.
There you go.
Dirty my floor.
All right. Get out of the way. Okay, so what's wrong with this one?
This thread's destroyed.
The breather bolt looks bad, is what you're saying.
talk.
So you're thinking this thread here is not good?
I am thinking that that's not good.
So the aluminum threads are not supposed to come out like a helicoil?
Typically, they should not come out and look like there's a helicoil in that hole.
Here, put that in your bike.
Oh, yeah, sure. Except mine's in the twin cam, so I wouldn't have one of
Oh,
those.
you got Evo? You got big bolts already?
Got big bolts already.
Oh, jeez. Appears to be stripped. Light. Light back here.
You cannot squeeze that trigger hard enough to make anything happen.
Not without the air supply. Everybody's gonna be on my ass again about how much noise I'm making and tearing up the head. Those are out of the way. All right, Rick, how you gonna fix this?
Can tap it out to a bigger size. That's what you told the guy.
Helicoil it. If you got the bigger size, you'll have all kinds of problems. Let's go grab the other head to see how bad that one is.
It's good.
It was good?
Yeah.
The overall torque to one side.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, still got threads in that one. They look good. Of course, it looks like there's an insert.
Yeah, it looks like an insert in there.
Probably why it's still good.
Yeah, exactly.
It's already been fixed.
So why helicoil instead of an insert on this one?
Well, you go up to a 1/2 inch thread if you want. Or you can helicoil it. And then when you strip out the helicoil, you can still put a 1/2 inch thread in it.
There you go.
Because you're going up 2 sizes. It's actually going up 3 sizes because 5/16 is what they use, I think, on the twin cam. It's a 5/16 thread, I think. I don't know what thread's in there.
At this point, there is none.
Yeah, there's a little bit in there. There's a 5/16 bolt. You see, that's what they use, 5/16. Thought that's what they use. Alright, so now we got to work on this a little bit. So we need something to hold the head with. What are you going to hold it with?
I'm certain there's a jig here specifically designed for that.
I'm thinking there's a plate on the floor
There we go.
that looks real heavy. There's a lighter one around here somewhere.
How heavy is it?
There's a lighter one over here. But I don't know if we can use this one. You know why you can't use this? Because it's too light. So, see this one, the holes have to line up. Oh, look at that, they line up. We can use this one. That's a good thing. I like that part. So we need a couple bolts in there. This is Rick's favorite job. Breaking stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Thick washer, like that. Now this does not have to be near straight, it just needs to be tight. So we can save time by not having to indicate it all in. Of course the indicator probably pretty straight, because I just did an eyeball. Probably about 30 thou off, so it's not that close. Okay, now we need the bottom holes don't line up. Ooh, the top holes do line up. Oh, no they don't.
Bottom does though.
You get 1 top and 2 bottom. I thought they didn't line up right. The bottom ones don't. But see, the bottom ones have a special problem. See how they stick that inside of a hole next to the washer to get in there. Put some kind of a spacer. I thought I had a few of them floating around. Maybe I just put a big one of those on top of it. I think that's how I did it. We'll just use those. 4 nuts. What size stud do we need?
1/2
4
inch.
Rick wants 4 inches.
Oh, 1/2 inch by 4. Sounds right.
I'm thinking that's too long and the other one's too short. We'll drop back to the smaller side. And that was over here, I think, too. Close. Nope. There we go. Cheat. Barely makes it.
What time you gotta be out of here?
Oh, 8:30-ish.
8 now.
Yeah, I know. Hoping to be working on your guys' stuff instead of this for the rest of the night, but
Yeah, it is what it is. It's gotta get done.
yeah. Look at that. 2 more nuts. Big washer. All right. Well, it's a setup for not a lot of work, right? That's a pretty loose thread.
Perfect.
Not quite.
No, it still needs to come out this way.
Yeah, can't run this one. I thought we had a problem trying to
All right, switch top holes. There you go.
There's nothing back there.
No, but you can get this other hole now if that's.
Oh, this one lines up?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Yeah, right there, and it's out too far.
Yeah.
Is there anything on the bottom or no?
No, we just can't use it. We just tied out the bottom ones. It'll be adequate.
Yeah, I mean, that's enough.
I got it. We just like having the upper hole in there, but we can cheat. Looks pretty close. So, that one is, oh, I'm hitting this stupid compression release on this one. Yeah, can't do that. Stupid compression releases in the way. Always something fighting you. It's too long anyway. That's the next line. Oh yeah, that's the next close. This is the next one. setup always takes 20 times longer than the actual job. Alright, I'm doing something wrong here. Okay. Now we gotta find something that's gonna let us get here on the other side.
Create enough space to clear the compression release valve.
Yes. But still be big enough to go over the head so it doesn't drop into that hole. Okay, now we're pulling torque now. You can see how tight up it in there and the compression releases in the way. Definitely a tight squeeze.
Strong 30-second.
You mean there's something there?
Oh yeah.
I'm shocked there's even anything available to have. I'm trying to see if there's enough something there to hold on. Pretty far off. Need to go up. See, threaded holes are not a good thing to reference off of.
Especially damaged threaded holes.
Yeah. That time.
That went a bunch.
Should have enough height now. Nope. It dropped.
I don't think you're gonna move anymore.
Moved that time.
That's really good.
03 is close enough for me.
Close
Here you
enough
go.
for a breather.
Close enough for a bolt?
Hey, do you run it out the other way as well?
No.
No?
No, it's flat this way. No, this is machine flat to your surface. Oh, there's not a big gap in between here and here,
Right.
which it shouldn't. You know, looks like it's close. You always take a 1.5 feeler gauge and see if you got a big gap in there. See, there's no gap. 0. So it's pulled tight. All right. So now I need to helicoil that on up. So what size is that bolt?
It's 5/16.
Heavy metric.
Can be. Yeah, the problem is we're too far that way. With your water.
I got the lid on.
So that ain't the problem.
You would have taken it out with a wrench.
That and the condensation, if it's got any moisture coolness to it. Yeah, we make it now. Where's the other head?
Let's see.
Alright, so 3/8. Trying to go in there. It's not 5/16, so. There the 3/8 goes in. Insert's a little tight. Thought they're bigger than 5/16. Evils are 5/16. When they put the air cleaners in, the early ones, the breather's a 1/2 inch, but the early ones are 5/16. This one's 3/8. Alright, so it's a 3/8 helicoil. What is known as that one there. All these junk trannies around here.
You damn near got a 1/2 bottle.
Good.
Still draining.
Drain all day.
Slow as that stuff is, boy, I'll tell you. It's like Slick 50.
Slickin' 50.
I remember when you used to go to, what was it?
See that one right there?
Yeah, that one don't look good.
But you strips that one out next.
It's missing the first 1/4 inch of threads on that.
On this one?
Yep.
Oh, wonderful.
Those guys are bad on both.
Yeah. You need a bolt spot or the drills.
Which one?
That.
The bits?
I knew I had one of those out. Think we should fix that one too, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I would.
No.
He's just gonna come back and bug you.
He's gonna come back after he puts the whole head together?
Yep. You'll pull the head off, you're gonna come back.
He'll be all pissed off because I didn't fix it.
Yeah, he'll blame you because you didn't see it.
Can't lie.
Well, you can lie, but I don't think you're a liar.
Then he might watch the video.
I mean, I'd look at both of them then and maybe clean them out first anyway.
So you don't think I should ignore it then, is what you're saying? I should maybe
Yeah,
fix
well,
it?
that's up to you. I don't think you should, but
What if I was having a really hard day?
What the? How does that matter?
That how Harley does it? That doesn't count? There it goes. Alright, we're lined up. Alright. That's how you line the hole up. Alright. How deep do we go?
deep down here.
About that far? Far enough for it out of the way?
Mm-hmm.
Now how long did it take to set this up?
More time than it did to do it. But that's usually the case.
Yep. Everybody's going to say, do it by hand.
Yeah. You ain't gonna get it as accurate.
Speed tapping. How long did that take, Rick?
Not very long.
That was less than a second.
1.2 seconds? Yeah, looks like it almost went in deep enough too. Yeah, long tap driver behind you. If they had balls, I'd roll away until it bottomed out.
Yeah, break a tap.
Well, that's optional.
Yeah. When you're going down at that speed.
It's one of my least favorite options.
I was only going 600 RPM.
Only.
Well, I was coasting down. It was 400.
enough to break a tap.
It's that sudden stop that does it.
Yeah, that aluminum ain't forgiving in there.
More forgiving than steel is. Which are
Yeah, it's more forgiving than steel, but it doesn't mean it's forgiving. You can use a wire EDM on steel, you can't use one on aluminum.
It's a funny thing happened before we started welding your heads back together. What? No, no. Never mind.
the T-handle. Top, all the way to the left.
What size tap you got?
Big one.
Right in front of me, I didn't see it.
I know. That's why I told you where to go. Okay, you got to put pressure on the helicoil. If you just push on the first thread, it shoves this first thread further apart, like double thread, and it cross threads going in. So you take your pair of pliers here, crescent wrench. You push down on that to push the helicoil into the head, and you just rotate slowly until you feel it drop in. You're not putting any downward pressure on the actual tap. You have to pull back to see what I'm doing up here.
I got it.
I'm not putting pressure downward on this. I'm pressing on the helicoil. So once the helicoil gets started, it'll just follow it all the way in. So you're flush, you want to go at least half a turn below the surface. See, the helicoil's not quite a half a thread below the surface. So stick it back in. Give it a quarter turn. Now it's in there. So now it's over here, the tang. Okay, now we have to bop the tang out of the bottom to make it put it all the way. Give me a flat lace screwdriver thing and work with, it's a small one. The small one.
Oh, it's small.
It's on the left.
Yeah.
Okay, now you want to bop the tang off. Now the tang sticks out like that. If you push on the long part of the tang, it just bends down. If you push at the base where it's cut, it'll pop it. So that's how you want to do it. You want to pop it off. Can't see in there, it's dark though. I think the tang's over here. Move it. Should be off. It's in a dark hole, can't see. Alright, the tools. I think I felt the tang fall out. That's the problem, I don't like feeling it, I like to know it's out for sure.
Yeah, I thought I heard it.
I thought it felt along my arm, but it went down to the cesspool of the machine down there someplace.
I seen something come out.
You saw it? Good, I do. So here's a 3/8 bolt. Using a grade H, so we know it's a good one. See? Appears to have threads. It's a wonderful thing.
Agreed.
So you think I should fix this side over here now?
Take a look at those intake manifold holes.
I'd rather not look at them too closely.
Did you look at all? Remember we found some bad studs on the exhaust too.
No, this one.
No, I don't know on which set of heads, but it was one of the
Okay,
studs.
good. I've had a couple of issues with bad studs. At least those green ones didn't come back.
Yeah, that thing's been here a million times. The other guy has the worst luck.
So which one of these was pulled?
This one. Yeah, looks like, no, this is looked like
over
it's
here,
but
was the top one was the one that was
This
like
one?
crap.
Yeah.
Just looks like it needs to clean up though. It's not that bad. I'm gonna say it's not pulled. What do you think?
I think the first thread was pulled, but the rest of them still look halfway decent. But you don't know until you actually torque them. If they don't pull torque, you know they're no good. So that's usually what I do is I make them pull torque. So let's go find a torque wrench to use. Do you have a torque wrench?
Pretty certain there's one here.
Do you think there might be one laying around?
At least one.
I have good reason to believe there's at least one.
No. I don't care about the wrench anymore.
Who left the lights on?
Somebody's in back. Screwing with a solvent tank and blowing heads off.
I'm gonna close the door.
It's hard to get good help these days on this kind of stuff. So if you take something like this, and it won't go in, that's not a good sign. Of course, it might be the bolt. I remember where it came from. That'll be a good test bolt. As long as it clears that edge, which it looks like it will. Now we want to put this edge on our surface, so we have to get a washer. Get above the surface. We'll come up with about 2 washers. It's easy about how many threads are actually in these stupid things. Not many. Yeah, that's pretty short. I like having a little bit of thread in them. Okay, now we go over and grab a wrench. Let's see if we can strip this thing out. What do you think, 50-50?
I think we definitely have a 50-50 shot.
Of stripping or keep it?
Oh, yes.
One of those?
I feel good about it.
You feel good?
I do.
I don't feel very good about it because it's not even going straight.
It'll hold torque.
Pull torque. Okay. If it's good, don't screw it up, right?
Don't mess with it. Got more time than he wants to pay you for it anyhow.
Yeah, but we got to check it to make sure. Alright, it pulled torque, so he just had the first thread he yanked out. Alright. Pull this thing off. Did our due diligence to make sure it was good. See, it keeps closing up my lid. Hate that. Quit closing my lid up.
What? Oh. Well, I had the lid upside down when I took it off.
It's been open since 1983, man.
I know, it has. I hate them when they're closed. I go to use it and my hands are full, I can't get the damn
I
lid.
guess it wasn't one of those, any of those exhaust studs. They all look good. I thought I'd seen a bad one.
Isn't that green head he brought in, remember?
I thought maybe you were looking at my heads.
I was looking at one head, said it had somewhere. I know.
Airline.
I know I seen now.
Good. Look how I do that? So I get an extra 2 feet.
Yeah, I know.
And the jiggle comes out. It's like a snake back there.
Yeah.
So we're going to put the intake on the intake, exhaust on the intake. Did that confuse you?
No,
You caught that?
I got that.
Remember, this is the one that doesn't close.
That does at that one spot. There it is.
Right there. That's the sweet spot.
Yeah, exactly.
Good. It's a good thing we knew where that was. So how many times you get this one to work?
This one's gonna come right on.
I don't know. This might be the one that was a pain in the ass last time.
That doesn't mean it'll be a pain
No,
in
that
the
was
ass.
on the heads that were the for the 585 cam.
Looks good. I'd run it that way. I think pressure release still works. only a little bit hard. And we're hitting on the keeper, not the collar. Alright, they didn't fall off. They didn't move either. How come? Maybe not heavy enough.
Couple 100 pounds light.
That's probably it. Probably at least a couple hundred light. I better scrape this one to make it the same or I'll get pissed off. Now see, this one had more oil in it. See how it cleans up a little better? A little easier. There we go, gotta make it look pretty. Might not like it if it wasn't pretty. Okay, what else did I not do?
That's it, you got it.
Got everything that time?
Got everything.
I didn't forget something this time?
No, but I don't think you forgot
Good to
it.
go.